Man, I have been homeless for over a year. And that homelessness had wrecked me. In the wintertime, hell. Hell, straight hell. If you're in a tent and you sleep with your feet to the opening, then you wake up in the morning and your feet are frozen or so cold they feel frozen. If you sleep down there with your head, it's just like, it's hell. I mean, you cry, man. Everybody does. Everybody you see out there homeless cries at night because they see people riding around in their cars and you see other people doing okay, and what's wrong with me? And some of that stuff they destroyed, I never replace it. My Bible, everything.
But Jackie's fortune changed during an encounter with St. Paul Police Community Outreach and Stabilization Unit Officer Dean Keenan, who on this day is visiting a homeless camp.
Try those bad boys on.
Giving a hat and gloves to a homeless man.
Would you want your brother, with frostbite, sitting outside, knowing that, there's nowhere to bring him?
Jackie remembers his first conversation with Dean.
What do you like, this is where you're living? And I'm going like, yeah, it's the best I can do right now. He said, I'm gonna get you a place to stay. I said, you're the angel.
The Community Outreach and Stabilization Unit, called C.O.A.S.T, was created in March of 2018.
I'm really excited about where we're going. We're going to take the program to another level, which is going to include homeless and unsheltered outreach and a recovery access program, which is going to be focused on a chemical dependency program.
The unit also puts licensed clinical social workers into vehicles with police, like Amber Ruth of People Incorporated, working here with Officer Justin Tiffany to check on a man who had a breakdown days previously.
By having us in with the police department, I think it helps for us to maybe keep them from going to the hospital and getting them set up in the community.
In a lot of instances, when the police officers leave, they might not need to have a transport hold, and then they're left there without the resources. So we're able to do that follow-up call, do the assessments, and get them the services that are needed before they kind of get lost in the system again.
Other officers in the unit feel the impact of how they're changing lives.
So being able to continue that connection with people after we've seen them at their worst and help them get to their best it's been great.
The unit has enjoyed support from the community, elected officials, and strategic partners, support that truly helps change lives.
Such as, at times, cab vouchers, or maybe a bag of groceries, or maybe somebody needs to get from here to another city to get connected with family members. And so operating budgets for a police department can't cover a bus ticket, or those groceries, or a blanket, or an air mattress.
The unit depends on the St. Paul Police Foundation to provide for those most in need.
This money is critical. It is absolutely necessary to put our officers, our department, in the best position it can possibly be in. And the department took the lead by putting this unit in place and really created this unit knowing that this was going to be the best way to respond to the needs of the community.
Needs of people like Jackie Ross, who now has a home thanks to one officer who cared enough to make it happen.
I know one thing, he changed my outlook on people and he changed my outlook on policemen. He actually did. Because what he's doing, you could tell he's not doing it for no ulterior motives. He's one of the best people I ever met in my life. I just hope other people like me get a chance to experience him. He's an angel, just like they say.
Well, I don't know about that. You'd have to ask my wife. No, it's all about building relationships and bonds. And like I said, I'm just doing my part to change one person's life, and I know I did my job.